Streaming live every Saturday morning from Darin Bergsven Guitar Studio near Chester Creek in Duluth, Coffee and Guitar celebrates the guitar music and guitar players of the Minnesota Northwoods. There's a mighty forest of great guitar players that stretches from the headwaters of the Mississippi to the shore of Lake Superior. Each month, Coffee and Guitar welcomes a guest, a guitar giant of the Northwoods, to tell guitar stories, share guitar insights, and make guitar music. Good morning, happy Saturday, welcome to Coffee and Guitar with Darin Bergsven, this week featuring Scott Lunt, DJ Starfire. Thank you, Scott, for being here. Good morning.
Thanks, Darin. A lovely snowy morning here for us.
Beautiful, isn't it? Nice and cozy. You know what would be good here is some coffee. We should get right into it. How do you take your coffee, Scott?
Half and half. I just got to have a little half and half.
Well, it's there for you. And this is not our usual coffee. Scott brought the beans this morning. You roast your own coffee, Scott.
We do. This was just roasted last night. A little young, but I'm hoping it's all right here.
This will be the youngest coffee I've ever had.
Oops, sorry. Bumping the mics.
Yeah. We ran through some tunes yesterday afternoon, and then Scott went home to roast the beans. Whew.
Let's see how we did.
Cheers.
Oh, do you got a clink? Oh, you spilled.
Yeah, I do. Oh,
yeah.
That is
It's all right.
a whole different ball game. Hold on. Thank you, Scott. That's delicious.
That'll get better over the next few days there.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah, look at this. Yeah. Got a lifetime or a week's supply. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you almost.
We'll see. Oh, Scott, thank you. Where to begin? With a tune?
Oh, right into it. Huh?
I think we should jump right into it.
All right, excuse me. Still getting over the flu. Do not get the flu.
We've been everything.
Oof.
We've had rounds of everything go through the house.
I bet.
None of them fun.
This is the first song I ever wrote.
First song.
Pretty darn sure. First song I ever wrote. Yeah.
It's a doozy. It's a good opener.
Yeah, and wrote it before smartphones. But there were computers and the internet, so it's a little dated. But
back in the day.
Yeah.
BC.
All right, how do we start? Here we go. We just get going. We go.
I'll
sitting around today, feeling mighty low. And I saw on my computer, Big 10 ago, and I saw the computer. Can we start again? I don't ever do that, but I screwed up the words, and the story is wrong. I'm sorry. I was okay. I was sitting around today, feeling mighty low, and I saw on my computer. I was still screwing up the words, and I saw on my computer sitting on the shelf. That's when I thought maybe I'd call him up myself. www.jesus.com. I just need to talk to you, it shouldn't take too long. Hey, maybe you can help me get my feet back on the ground. www.jesus.com. Well, I got a hold of Jesus after reading my junk email. He sent me an instant message, said, son, I really care. And I started to feel better and the sun broke through the clouds. And my modem exploded and I heard these heavenly chords. www.jesus.com. I just need to talk to you, it shouldn't take too long. Hey, maybe you can help me get my feet back on the ground. www.jesus.com. Darrin. Now if you want to talk to Jesus just to see for yourself, well, pull out your pencil and I'll give you the URL. http://www.jesus.com. www.jesus.com. I just need to talk to you, it shouldn't take too long. Hey, maybe you can help me get my feet back on the ground. www.jesus.com. 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 Little early to hit those big notes.
Yeah, that was quite an opener. All right, Scott, we're in it now.
All right, we're warmed up. Nerves are going away.
That's it takes one. Takes one to work those nerves out. Allison, good morning. The gang's all here, searching for tone. Cushman, beautiful. Dan Gorman, welcome. Patrick, Linda, good to see ya. First song you ever wrote. Scott, can you tell us your guitar story? How did the guitar come into your life? When did you start with this?
This one, I'm going to start with the other guitar.
Guitar generally. How did you start playing guitar?
I just always kind of wanted to play guitar, and I worked for the parking lots at the University of Minnesota, student job. Mm-hmm. And the guy that I worked mornings with brought his guitar in, and he would play guitar, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I found the first guitar I could find, and it's funny, actually, it was signed by John Lee Hooker, supposedly. It was the cheapest guitar, the hardest guitar to play. The action was like an inch off the fretboard, and it was a horrible guitar.
You gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, oh boy, my fingers. And then I took a few lessons from Ann Reed. I don't know if you know Ann. And then she quit on me because she got famous. But then I didn't do a whole lot until I moved up here. And I still haven't taken many lessons. But anyway, my first real guitar was a Guild Starfire, hence the name. Bought it in this neighborhood, actually.
Starfire.
From Doug Greenwood. Mm-hmm. It was a 68, which is the year I was born. It was green. It was beautiful. And then it got stolen, which really sucks. So I'm always on the lookout for a 68 Guild Starfire green. It's maybe mine. There aren't a lot of green ones, but
if you're out there,
I feel like someday it's going to come back to me.
You never know. There's some guitar players out there. They're local used guitar shops, maybe.
Yeah, someday. This guitar was my grandfather's guitar, and it's a 70s, early 70s Gibson Hummingbird, a factory second, but I think probably just for finish reasons. And I had the neck reset last year at Overman Guitars down in St. Paul, and it plays really good right now, and I'm just so happy to have it.
Strumming Grandpa's guitar.
Yeah.
So your grandpa was a musician?
He was kind of like me. He played in a little bar band. He owned a resort for a lot of years, and there was a bar there, and a couple of buddies would come over. And some of my earliest memories are of him. They wouldn't let the kids stay up very long because there was drinking. But I remember him playing in his bar there at the resort. And he also, every Christmas, would bring all the grandkids into his bedroom and play Christmas songs for us, probably on this guitar. While all the parents welcomed Santa Claus into the house. But there was like 24 of us sitting in the bedroom
listening to Grandpa play guitar.
And that's a big memory
while
for
everybody
me.
Greeted Santa. That's funny.
And then the adults would ring sleigh bells outside the window, and we'd go, it was anyway.
Oh, that's good.
So and that was probably this guitar that he did that. So
it's a nice Christmassy red. Yeah. Beautiful. We should play it. I Am the Man.
All right,
this is next on the list, if that's cool with you.
This song's a little newer. Okay. I am a man. I don't feel like a man, I'm just a boy. Oh, I used to know I walk alone. Just a right and wrong, this earth I must atone for all that I have done. So please don't leave me behind. Hold my hand. I'm 56. Over half my life is gone, I'm moving on. I will not turn around, I'll go to dust. Just a body left behind, no, I won't mind. In this death, it's mine. So please don't leave me behind. Hold my I am a man. I don't feel like a man, I'm just a boy. Oh, I used to know I walk alone. Just a right and wrong, this earth I must atone for all that I have done. Something like that.
Exactly like that. I am a man. Thank you, Scott. Yeah. That's a... Do I recall right? Is that a new one? You've been writing
That's
some
3
new
or 4
material?
years,
Okay.
3 or 4 years back, but you know, as little as we play, it's relatively new. But,
It's in the new... It's still in the
yeah,
new camp.
that's just about how we all look old, but man, we're still just little kids inside, aren't we? Yeah.
When am I going to feel like a grown-up?
I don't think you ever do.
No? Okay. Cool. Let's check in over here. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Saying hello. Good tune. Jackie Onassis, good morning. Good morning, Renshaw, Truman, Sandy. Welcome. Jimmy, good morning. Jimmy's here.
Jimmy C?
Jimmy Cooper's here. Goes great with breakfast. I don't know, it's not the ink spots, but it'll do. Sergeant Amy, good morning. Thank you for being here. Darin, turn up a little bit. I don't know, that's risky, man. How about I'll give you a little here.
I like that you have sound people on.
Yeah, we got a sound.
I've
considered
sourced
bringing
sound.
in a sound engineer, but I don't know, it'd get too crowded in here. But just... Oh, Susie, hello.
Susie Ludwig?
Well, yeah.
Hi.
Vincent, good morning. Thank you for saying hello. Slow it down a bit.
Yeah.
Talk about the hard things. I understand you've had a loss recently.
Yeah, we lost our last dog. See, teary just thinking about it. Good old Dottie. Anyway, one of the last few walks with her, I came up with just the beginning of the song, and there's some other loss going on at the same time. But anyway, I find sad songs rather hopeful, kind of. So anyway,
Indeed.
this is about losing things. Let the pain go. Let the grief go. Let it all go. If only for a little while. Smell the flowers. Taste a raindrop. Look for rainbows. Take a long walk. Hold me close and wipe away my tears. Tell me everything, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. There's more endings than beginnings. So many goodbyes. Feel like I'm sinking. You sent flowers, asked how I'm doing. I forced a smile. It wasn't a real one. Hold me close and take away my fears. Tell me everything, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. You can't cry if you hum a song, 'cause there's no living without pain. Every ray of sun brings back my clouds. I want you back here by my side. Let the pain go. Let the pain go. Let the pain go. I was more nervous on that song than the other ones.
Thank you for sharing, Scott.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Pets, man. They,
Pain is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is true.
I am hopped on coffee. I
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. It's good stuff. We lost our puppy Allie a few years back, and painted about her. Aaron painted about her on the garage.
Oh, yeah.
If you're ever going by and see the mural, that's Allie.
I tell you, if I ever got into acting and I needed to, if you needed to do that crying thing that actors can do, man, you just got to go back to the losing of the pets. Oh, yeah, that'll be...
Is this what you need?
Oh, that'll be plenty.
Checking in over here. Barb, good morning. Andrew Lunt. Andrew's here.
It's my brother. Hey, brother.
Good morning. Good morning, brother. Tell Scotty to play the Christmas song.
Oh, well, we didn't practice that, Alan.
For the record, I didn't practice any of this.
They're talking about, I don't know how many years ago, a lot of years ago, I went home one Christmas Eve, and we wrote a Christmas song. It wasn't what we sat down to do. I don't know, we wrote a Christmas song, and then Al Sparhawk recorded it for us, and it's just a bit of a family fun band thing.
Yeah.
And
I'll have to have you back. Come back next December.
yeah, we'll do it then.
Join me on the Christmas show.
We'll do it then, Father.
It'll be great. Dan Gorman says, awesome. Thank you, Dan. We love Sergio Mendez. Good morning. Raul, good morning. Thank you for saying so. Player Ben, hello, welcome. Coffee is almost a cure-all. It cures me until it wrecks me. Patrick says, sorry about the pup.
Oh, yeah.
25 years ago, you wrote
Oh,
that.
yeah. Well, that's...
Nice. Thank you all for being here, chiming in. Hope you're having a lovely morning. How are we doing We're doing good. Well, it seems like it's good at time. Oh, wait, no, I don't have that up there. Never mind. Just talking to myself. Wood and Ashes. This is a newer one.
This is brand new.
Brand new. I hear. Jimmy tells me.
I don't
You've been
think...
writing a lot of new stuff.
I've been trying to, yeah. You know, to me, if I can write 2 songs a year, that's pretty good. But I think maybe up to 3.
That's 2 more than I wrote last year.
It's a journey, I tell you. It's they're like a little gift.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they come from, but
we were kind of talking yesterday. Some songs just kind of come completely finished.
yeah.
Some are more of a crafting labor, and you need Ted there telling you to finish the thing.
Yes,
How did
thank
this
you, Ted.
one happen?
This song was on vacation last year in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and in Houghton.
I'm headed there with Ted next weekend.
Right, there's in Houghton, there's a building or a business called World of Wood, and I just saw that and I thought, World of Wood and Ashes sounds like a song. And this is one that I toiled on, and I'll probably screw it up.
You're good with names and titles and such.
Yeah, I just
Perfect Duluth Day.
wood and
Homegrown
ashes.
Music Festival.
Yeah.
Starfire.
A good name. I swear to God, if you have a good name for a project, you will get it done.
First conversation I ever had with you, that was what you said right there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
put
start
that
with
on.
a good name. It was you and Al. You were speaking to Rock and Roll Boot Camp at Harbor City,
Wow.
and you said you need a good name, and I sat there thinking, Starfire, Perfect Duluth Day, Homegrown Music Festival, frickin' Low, Black Eyed Snakes. How?
I didn't name
I
Low
know
or
that,
Black
but I was just looking at. I mean, I was like, yeah, I agree, and clearly you're you influence each. You're good friends. I was just looking at thinking through all of the great names that I was looking at right there. Wow, really, like the name makes it happen.
Well, so Father Hennepin, the band name Father Hennepin.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in college, so I was like 19. We were in a bar, so I must have been 21. I don't know. But,
Sure.
And I don't remember the bar name. I'm sure the bar is long gone, but it was on Hennepin Avenue in Northeast Minneapolis. And I don't know why, but I looked out the window, I saw the street sign there, and I thought, Father Hennepin, who is a real Catholic priest, but Father Hennepin would be a great band name, which I sat on for, until I moved to Duluth and met Bob. And that is a name that I always knew would hopefully someday be a project. And
I don't know how many times I say to myself, that'd be a great band name, but I don't hold on to it and make the band.
Oh, I hung on to that.
Later.
I mean, I just, it's crazy.
It's all in a name.
It is all in a name. I still don't know how to play guitar.
That's the most golden nugget I expect you'll take out of this morning. I think I've got mantras that I live by from people who I've met, and when I think of Scott, I think of it's in a name. True story. Wood and Ashes.
Sure, here I go. Welcome to my world of wood and ashes. Emptied up myself with sweaty matches. In retrospect, I should have used brick, no second chances. Welcome to my world of wood and ashes. I sit and watch the embers dance and die. warmth remains just a ghostly sight. A fiery funeral, a bitter sleep. Lord, I tried, but I'm in too deep. So welcome to my world of wood and ashes. Built it up myself with good intentions. I made mistakes and I lost some friends, some second chances. Welcome to my world of wood and ashes. I crave a warmth, phantom heat, captive spirit, and a hand to reach. I tried to mend the wreckage left behind, but cracks remain. Welcome to the grind. A 5-minute home, no soul to keep. I gave it all, Lord, I made my peace. So welcome to my world of wood and ashes. Burned it down myself with pain and sadness. I genuflect and I cross myself to meet my maker. But welcome to the world of wood and ashes. I crave a warmth, a phantom heat, a captive spirit, and a hand to reach. Takes a spark, so on your mark, no second places. Welcome to the world of wood and ashes. Welcome to the world of wood and ashes. Something like that.
Just like
Whew.
World of Wood and
A lot of
Ashes.
words
Thank
in
you,
that
Scott.
song.
Yeah.
More words than I usually write.
I don't do well with words. I can barely handle the notes. Good stuff, huh, folks? I should check my. Let's see. We talked about. What about your first guitar? Well, we talked about this. The Starfire. That was your first guitar.
Well, the
Yeah.
first guitar is the cheap.
First guitar, right? We talked about the guitar stories. Okay, I'm just making sure cover my bases. What do you love about making music here in Duluth? You've been here a while.
Oh. You know, I love.
And when I think of Duluth music, one of the I think about Scott Lunt.
Yeah, this is we have a magical town. Yeah, coming up on that season again.
It is indeed.
All these years later, I still don't really feel like a musician. I can write. I've written songs. I don't. Whatever. It's an imposter syndrome thing. But that's what I love about Homegrown is that I feel like there's a lot of people like me that like maybe wouldn't normally have been in a band or something, but they like saw friends and other people do it, and they're like, oh yeah, you can make music. But I don't know. The best part, it's just magical. I don't know. Like this group of people I've been playing with for 27 years, sometimes just magical things happen. Like when you're all just doing your little parts that you all made up, and it just becomes something bigger than you all. I don't know. That's what I love.
Yeah. Well, this is a unique opportunity. There's a lot of folks listening. I would say most of the folks listening right now have no idea what the Duluth Homegrown Music Festival is. We have an opportunity to hear it? Hear it from the source. What is the Duluth Homegrown Music Festival? And how did this get started?
On my 30th birthday, I had a friend, Mike Lowe, who told me that everybody has to have a big 30th birthday party. And at the time, I had an illegal radio station, and I had just
by the by.
And I had just started Father Hennepin, so this is in 1998, and had a show, or we booked out the Lafayette Center or Square on Park Point. Invited a ton of people. My grandpa was there.
Classic birthday spot for any Duluthian.
Great birthday party.
You want a birthday party? Rent Lafayette.
Because it's right on the lake. And it was so much fun that I thought, well, maybe we could do that next year. Have, all the bands in town play. I had just been to South by Southwest, so it's definitely influenced by that sort of multi-venue. And so we did it the next year. I think 8 bands over 2 nights at the North Shore. And the next year there's like 15 bands at 2 venues. And it continued to grow like that till I freaked out and couldn't do it myself anymore. And then Don Ness stepped in. That's before he was mayor even. And created a nonprofit that sort of guides it and runs it. And it's still going on strong today. And there's, I don't know what it's up to this year, but well over 100 acts. Or is it over 200? I can't remember.
I should know.
Over 8 days.
I should know, being on the board of directors. But I remember meeting Don when I first met Don Ness. It was waiting in line at the lobby at the North Shore Theater at Homegrown for a hot dog, and he was in line behind me. I'm not sure how close to 98 it was, but that would have been that was probably 2001 or 2002. It was early. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Father Hennepin playing that night. Anyway, I was out in the lobby waiting for a hot dog, and I met Don
short
Ness.
story, and there were a lot of people. I'm not going to attempt to name them all, but that all got on board. I mean, Rick Boo, if he hadn't gotten on board and saw, something in it.
Rick Boo.
Miss you, Rick. Cord and Tim Nelson. I mean, there was just this magical group of people that just thought, now it's an institution.
It really is. It really is. Thank you for such a great institution, Scott.
Yeah, it's fun.
Many musicians out there who truly appreciate it. Wayne, good morning. Robert, good morning. Robert says, I always loved playing Homegrown and cherish my memories of playing on the Friday night kickball team.
Friday losers. Sorry, I'm a Saturday guy all the way. Even though we haven't played on Saturday for years, but
I don't like getting muddy, so I just stay
the kickball. Okay, so the kickball thing is also based off South by Southwest because they had, and I don't know if they still do it, but it would have a softball sort of game or tournament. And I thought, we need to do something where we can get everybody outside. And so Saturday high noon anyway, and kickball still remains one of my funnest.
Oh yeah,
like you never know which of these musicians actually are pretty athletic, and the ones that you think maybe are I mean, you're an athlete.
Anyway, maybe many of these musicians probably elementary school playground kickball was about the time they left sports and entered the garage with their guitars. That's where our athletic skills taper off and our musical skills pick up. I'm just Yeah. Sorry. Moving on. We got a few more here. Dead Man.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Also a new one.
Yeah. Written about the time of the election when things were very raw. That's all I'll say for now.
Rawness can be inspiring. We're in D.
Yeah.
For anyone keeping track at home.
There's a pastel rose on a funeral card, dead man's clothes on a dead man's bones, 3 grown kids and a wife alone in a small town. Empty chair in the empty room, echoes of Dwight and Johnny and June. Grievance hangs in that smoky room. It's a small town. Lived his life a blue-collar dream. Scratch off tickets, he kept his lawn green. Looked out for his sons and cheered on his team. Is this the end of America's dream? There's a pastel rose on a funeral card, dead man's clothes on a dead man's bones. Things got hard there towards the end in my small town. Lived his life a blue-collar dream. Scratch off tickets, he kept his lawn green. Looked out for his sons and cheered on his team. Is this the end of America's dream? When we were kids, he'd whistle us home. When he was a kid, his mom was alone. Did his best with what he had. Just another American dad. There's a pastel rose on a funeral card, dead man's clothes on a dead man's bones.
Thank you, Scott.
What are you eating? Oh, your pick.
Guitar pick.
Yeah.
Lovely. It's a nice one.
Thank you.
Ooh. Who
Totally.
are some of your... Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Who are some of your guitar giants, generally, or...
Well, when he told me about
locally?
this question, and I thought about it even more, I gotta say David Rawlings, just for the sheer, like, give me goosebumps hearing him play. Like,
I gotta write that down.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go see David Rawlings and Gillian Welch, it's magical. It's usually, they sometimes have a bass player, sometimes not, but that guy gets, he is one with a guitar. Mm-hmm. And it's brilliant and amazing. Also, I guess, anybody that could play better than me is just, I'm so impressed. As many years as I've been strumming poorly on a guitar, it just, like, I don't know how anybody...
It's a really exciting thing about the instrument is that it seems like no matter where you are, there's someone who's playing better than you.
Oh, yeah.
And there's always something more to reach for. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Keeps giving this gift.
It doesn't. Sometime I'll move up to further up the neck.
Yeah, moving on up. All the money's down here.
I'm honestly fine being able to just strum some open chords, and I let Jimmy and Ted
let Jimmy take it.
make it sound pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a title for this next one, but
well, it's we'll call it Richard.
It's a fun Richard.
Yeah.
I like Richard. Richard's a. Yeah. Sergeant Amy say great tune. Thanks for sharing. Regarding Dead Man.
Oh yeah.
I have to lean in because I can't.
You don't. Your eyes.
It's too. I need to get another screen and blow this up. I'm trying, folks. Jose says, beautiful song. Steve Myers. Steve! Good morning, Steve. Zach, good morning. Feel well, man. Jose, good morning. All right, Retro. Everyone's here. The gang's all here. George Benson is one of my favorite guitarists. There's a guitar hero for me.
I mean, you could drive yourself crazy thinking about it. But, yeah, no, check out David Rawlings.
I definitely will. We have a couple more for you. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Coffee and Guitar with Darin Bergsven is a fiscal year 2024 recipient of a Creative Individuals Grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Thank you deeply to the voters of Minnesota.
Yes, thank you.
For bringing Scott here. And this whole last year of amazing stuff. Thank you also to supporting members. Your annually renewable $100 supporting membership will get you a member mug, hand-hewn right here in Duluth, Minnesota by our friend Karen Keenan. And again, helps bring guests like Scott on the show each month. We have Eric Carlson coming over from Bemidji next month. And then Charity Hewitt-Benedict in April. Who else is coming up? May, Mississippi Mike Wolf in
there
May.
you go.
And Marshall Dillon. Have you seen Jumpsuit? Get to
not
the
yet.
Cedar on a Tuesday night that you're not coming to the Rathskeller to see me. Get to the Cedar on a Tuesday night and check out Jumpsuit.
Okay.
Marshall Dillon in June. And then, do you know Ted Anderson?
Ted, we
Ted?
should be sitting here together.
Yeah, it gets crowded at 3, but
Yeah.
Ted Anderson, other founding member of Father Hennepin, would Ted be the Lennon to your McCartney or the McCartney to your Lennon?
I don't know.
Or are you more like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh?
Okay, I kind of think one of my favorite bands is Drive By Truckers, and I just love the two different voices of that band. And if you go see them, they generally even just take turns singing the song. And it's not like another band, but I don't know, they're just both great songwriters. I'm not saying I'm a great songwriter, but
Scott is a great songwriter. I think everyone in the comments here disagrees with your last statement. I'm sorry, Scott.
Like you said,
I have to challenge you
there's always someone better than you. But so I kind of think of us like Patterson Hood and Mike Cooley. Yeah, I'll say that.
All right.
And I'll be Patterson. I'll give.
All right.
They're both good. Anyway.
Awesome. Here's one that you play with Ted, yeah?
Yeah, this song was one that just poured out almost completely intact on a drive back from Minneapolis. I think we played at Lee's Liquor Lounge. And, yeah.
And wrote this great tune. In the key of G.
Yeah, everything used to be in G. I'm trying to, get away with it. Yeah.
Why?
It's great. There's only, what? How many
There's
chords?
only so many keys
and
so many progressions. These are classics.
I'm sitting here with my dick in my hand. I don't know, I thought we had a plan. You said you'd call me, and I'm sitting by the phone. I'm playing Nintendo and I'm drinking red wine. The clock strikes 3, there goes my overtime. If you don't call me soon, I'll be leaving this town. Now you know the reason why I drink the way I do. Hanging out at the Twins Bar on a sunny afternoon. vodka and rum, dime store wine, and a 151. If loneliness don't kill me, then the alcohol will. I keep your gutter belts under my pillow at night. I know you want it back, but I've grown attached. Saturday night comes around only once a week. Now you know the reason why I drink the way I do. Hanging out at the Anchor Bar at 1:45. Never commit, you never call me on the phone. When you come over, it's a drunken brawl. This roller coaster ride's gone on much too long. Now you know the reason why I smoke the way I do. Hanging out of my blue cloud and I'm looking for you. Totally ripped the replacements off on that one.
Richard ripped off the Okay, so I've heard that from folks too. Like when Charlie Parr was here, and we did oh shoot, now it's not going to come to me. Oh, someone requested. Oh yeah, I just ripped off. What did he say? Away in the Manger. It's not a ripoff. That's not a ripoff. Or when Alan was here and the end of this one, this is just Pink Floyd. It's not. There's a difference between a ripoff and a reference. You fine composer.
Right.
My hat's off to you.
Yeah, I just stole their melody.
Yeah, okay.
Took the melody. But they probably took it from someone else.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Because they too are great artists. Leo Kaki, there's a documentary with Leo Kaki. Another fine Minnesota guitar player, and he's driving around southern Minnesota, while they're shooting this scene, and he's telling a story about how he's driving his two kids, his son and his daughter were in the back seat, and they were, I forget what, they were arguing, they're bickering about something, it's been a while, I don't remember the details, but daughter screams, "Ah! What's wrong? What's wrong? My brother poked me in the eye." And he, the brother said something about, she banged her head against my finger. And Leo, I forget the brother's line about how this happened and it wasn't his fault. But Leo's takeaway was he smiled with pride because he knew that he had an artist. It would take an artist to come up with a lie like that in the back seat. Beamed with pride. That seemed relevant somehow. Dan Gorman enjoyed the opening lyric of Richard.
Oh yeah, Richard.
Mm-hmm. Sneak that in there.
That's actually word for word from the person I borrowed that from. Yeah.
Quote's a quote. Retro says, same here at the bar, drinking with the guys, all playing in the arcade. Sergeant Amy, thanks for the great music, guys. It's been a totally enjoyable coffee show this morning. Thank you. Thank you both. We're down to our last tune. I guess we'd already talked about liking it in Duluth. There's history to this song. You did not write this song.
No, this song was written by the Moose Swallow Ramblers. It's been covered a million times by lots of great Duluth bands. But I heard, I don't know if I heard the song before, but a band called Detroit out of Minneapolis used to come play up here now and again. And Jeff Ham, I want to say is his name, was like the nephew of the guy that wrote the song. John Bergquist, I think, wrote the song. Right? Anyway, so he had some sort of relation to him, and they played the song. Actually, they came in and played it on my pirate radio station.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's a great song. And then so we started covering it. We play it almost every show, and people kind of like it. And
I feel like, I know we're about to play this song, but you just brought it up again, and it was mentioned earlier. You also ran an illegal radio station.
Yes, I did.
I feel like we can't...
It had a good name, that's why.
Another great random radio.
Random radio, yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
So when I moved up here, I was a paramedic for Gold Cross, now Mayo Clinic. So I had a little money, but I don't know, it was in the news. Like, there was a station in the city. It kind of had a moment in the mid-90s where pirate radio was coming up. And there's places you could order transmitters from. So another kid I work with was kind of a gear hound, and he told me what to order, and I ordered it. And I already had 2 turntables and a microphone. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's handy.
And CD players. So I thought, all right, let's set this up. And so for a little over a year in my basement, we just now and again had radio. Sometimes it was just a random disc player.
It was just random. It wasn't a schedule. It was random.
In fact, we did an experiment one time. I had a 100-disc changer, and there was 4 of us. We each picked 25 CDs and put them on. We didn't know how long it would last. We were like, how long would it last? But there were so many moments in that, like 5 days or 4 or 5 days, where like the perfect song came out at the perfect time. Which, you know, it's all just random, and like
nothing is random.
It was a very interesting project. But
now folks can tune in and hear you every Wednesday night. Yes,
both Ted and I, we split weeks. Like this is my week coming up on the North 103.3 from 7 to 9, North Country Jukebox.
The North 103.3 North Country Jukebox.
Kind of
7 to 9
country,
Wednesdays.
Yeah, country show.
You could probably stream that on the internet too,
yes,
if you were not around
just
here.
Go to the north1033.org and
listen to some
it's like
fine curated country.
Yeah, we try our best to mix it all up.
Well, thank you all for joining in. I should
Thanks, Darin.
check in once more here. There's been lots of comments. Wayne, good morning. I'm just trying to catch up. Oh my goodness. I missed a bunch of you. Sorry, all. Thank you so much for being here. What was a beautiful song? I caught that. Good. Cushman, thank you for saying so. Cushman says this is a great show. And Dan agrees with Cush. Steve says that's a #1 hit song. Well, it is in my book. All right. We're going to move on. Retro. Oh, Mr. Lunt, since you are a songwriter, have you ever wanted to do music composing for a movie?
Oh.
Music, I always wanted to help with music composing for video games. I have some friends who've done something.
I don't know if I have the skills for
composing for
a
film
movie,
score,
but I'd help someone do it. Actually, you know what I've always wanted to do, and I don't know who gets this job, but picking the songs that get to be like the songs in a TV show or a movie, that sounds fun. So if anybody needs someone to pick
your thanks for the reminder. Searching for Tone. Hit that like button. Jeffrey Boyle, good morning. We got one more for you all. Thanks for being here. Tune in next week and you'll find a rerun, actually. You won't find me live because I'm going to be in the Porcupine Mountains deep in the woods in a cabin with Ted hanging out. Yeah.
Oh, and Father Hennepin, the band.
Yes.
Playing February 27th at Bent Paddle. From
February 27th.
From 6 to 8, I believe.
At Bent Paddle. Yeah. Is that a... Nice. February 27th. I got to write that down.
Get the whole band together.
If you're in the area... Come here, Scott and Ted and Father Hennepin.
I'm better with a band, honestly. I can hide behind.
You're wonderful this morning, Scott. We're gonna sing one more for you here, and then flap some jacks, make some pancakes.
Right.
I've been all around the world. I even been to the
tropical isles, where the native girls in their long dark curls wear nothing but a smile. And I've been across the ocean in a birch-bark canoe, and I flew on noggin in a 222. And to tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth. We get summers here for 2 weeks in July. The rest of the time it's cold and rainy and snow falls all the time. But where else in the entire nation can you get cheaper refrigeration? To tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth. Anyway, Darin. I know the song. Got a girl out in Morgan Park and one up on the Heights, and a sweet little chickie out in Fond du Lac that I see on Wednesday nights, and a big old daddy out in Eloise, yeah, he just knows just what to squeeze. And to tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth. You can have Virginia and the dusty, rusty range, Babbitt and Aurora, all the way to Coleraine. And you can have those cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, 'cause to tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth. Yeah, I've been all around the world. I've even been to the tropical isles, where the native girls in their long dark curls, they wear nothing but a smile. And I've been across the ocean in a birch-bark canoe, and I flew on noggin in a 222. And to tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth and Superior too. And to tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth and the East Hillside too. And to tell you the truth, I like it in Duluth.
Love to you all.